Hello you all, and welcome back to another video of Luck Be a Landlord. Before I started, I just wanted to check out my stats. There's a comment thread on people who had cursed floors, and I was wondering, do any of my floors have a high ratio of losses, I guess, compared to the other one. So floor 1, as we'd expect, 17 out of 23, which is about 75%. These are going to be very rough maths. Floor 2 is better. Floor 3, it all seems to be mostly just one loss. Floor 6 is 66%, which I guess is the worst yet, I'd say. Floor 7 doing pretty good. Floor 8 and 9. Floor 9 about 50%. I used to play a lot on floor 9 before floor 15 was a thing. Floor 10, not so great. We're down here to about just over 50%. It's probably like 55 or something. 11, 50%, 12, 50%, 13 is at 40%, which is the lowest yet. I think I had a video recently where I had 2 losses on floor 13, and then a win, or possibly 3 losses and a win, can't remember. Floor 14 back up to like 60%, and floor 15 at just under 50%, so probably like 45% maybe. Just guessing there. As you would expect, floor 15 is the hardest, but I guess, yeah, floor 13 is my unlucky floor at the moment. Pretty entertaining. Let me know what your unlucky floor is if you have one. Not that much worse, and it is only 10 games, so it's tough to kind of extrapolate a little bit based on not very much data. But anyway, let's jump in. We are playing with the exhausted developer mod active. Show you here, and I will throw it up on screen what it does. Basically, it's a item, I believe, right? Yeah, it's an item, and what it does is it gives you 1 coin per spin for every hotfix the game is on, which is, I know this says version 13.32, but that's hardly 32 hotfixes. I must double check on Steam to see how many hotfixes the game is actually on. Anyway, we'll jump in. We are on floor number 8. We had a pretty good run on floor 7. Interesting run. Definitely worth watching. And there was a pretty good discussion about it. We took a dove in the run, and there was some discussion about whether or not I helped or hindered the run. And yeah, pretty interesting to see. So thanks for that. Let's jump in. As always, if you're enjoying the videos, don't forget to like them and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. We will take a 3-sided dice early on. That's pretty decent. And I do mouse or bubble. I don't think it really matters. Mouse, I think, is slightly maybe better, although I could see the argument for bubble. I'll take a gambler. Probably won't last long with the 3-sided dice, but it's worth 3 on average. Let's take a beer here. There goes the gambler. And we made the 25 rent payment with 13 left over, which is pretty decent. Void through, I think, is pretty good early on when you have a lot of empties, and it eventually removes itself. Red pepper isn't great with duds, and usually I have more than one of a symbol. I think lime pepper, probably the best there. I don't want another mouse. I think I can afford to skip this. Let's take an urn and probably find a way of removing that. There's a cheese for the mouse, is pretty good. And out of these, I think the anchor is the best. Well, it's not great. We made the 50 rent payment with 38 left over, so we're doing pretty good. I'll take the bear just because it's worth 2. And I think Lucky Cat is quite good. We can get an early rare, that'll be great. Let's take a milk. Let's take a ninja, it's worth 2, and we already have a mouse, which makes it slightly better. 3 spins in order to get 15. I think we can afford to take the essence capsule. Let's take a second cat because we have Lucky Cat. Back that luck a little bit. Take a void creature, it's pretty decent. And we made the 100 rent payment with 40 left over. 150 now due in 6 spins. Popsicle, I think, Popsicle Essence is definitely the best there. Let's take Pufferfish versus Sand Dollar, or we could re-roll hoping for something better. I think I'll actually re-roll. Our Lucky Capsule is pretty good, and we'll take Adoption Paper. Okay, Diver is fantastic, And now I want to take adoption paper. I'll take a third cat, 4 cats. Yeah, let's really stack the luck. And a goldfish for the diver, I think. Alright, I think can we afford to skip this, or should we take another bear? Let's take another bear. 22 per turn, so we should make the next rent payment. Let's take a reroll capsule. They're basically worth 6 as well because we have lime pepper. Sorry, I had a bit of a sneezing attack there. Many late nights. Well, I think it's over now. Let's continue. Take an item capsule. And I think we can afford to take an essence capsule. And we made the 150 rent payment with 16 left over. So we're a bit tight. Fruit basket is okay. If we can get if we can get any fruit, actually fruit basket will be amazing because we have popsicle. If we can get 5 fruit, that'll be the goal. 4-leaf clover might help us survive long enough in order to do that, and big symbol bomb. Alright, let's re-roll this in order to get pufferfish, I think. It's basically almost the same, it's 6 coins. Green pepper gives 3 if at least 3 of the symbols are the same. That should give 3 every turn because we have 3 cats. Let's see how we're doing now. 30, 34 per turn, 30 by 6. Yeah, that should be okay. Take a fight creature. Let's take a buffing capsule. I should have taken that coconut actually. Let's take another buffing capsule. We'll take a coconut half. Take a wealthy capsule. And another coconut half. We've got 3 at the moment. We have 3 out of the 5 fruits needed. And we made the 225 rent payment with 63 left over. 300 now due in 7 spins. We're going to look for a fruit here. Coconut it's good enough. It's a fruit, it's good enough. Gives 2 whenever you skip. I'll take pink pepper. Let's remove the flower. Okay, I really want a fruit of some kind here. I didn't get it. Let's skip this. We did get a lot of money, so that's pretty good. I'll take a silver arrow, that's good enough. And we could take a hooligan to get rid of that urn. That's also worth 2, so it's not too bad. Let's remove, just remember not to remove the cherry. Let's remove the beer. Okay, 300 due in 3 spins. I'll take a sand dollar. Okay, it looks like we will make the next rent payment. Nice. Skip this. There is another coconut. That's great. So we now have 5 fruits, which is fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 58 on that spin. Made the 300 rent payment with 93 left over, which is fantastic. I'll take treasure map essence. These essences are the most important because we'll get them just before we lose. Actually, no, we've already lost popsicle. Never mind. So let's get Nori the rabbit essence. Doesn't really matter. There is a dove. Now, the discussion on whether I think taking a dove is always worth it. No matter what your build is, I think it just fits in any build. This one, especially, I think, because there's not a lot of stuff that gets destroyed. So the diver removes stuff, so it doesn't affect the dove. And not that much stuff gets destroyed, so it'll basically just be growing on capsules and things. And we have a lot of removals. So it's not like yesterday's build where we ended up with 30 symbols. That shouldn't be a problem. So I think the dove does fit in here. Ninja and mouse is just a little buff to the ninja and mouse, so worth taking. Alright, we'll take the reroll capsule here. It's worth 6 and it might grow the dove, and we want to stay at about 20 symbols. 63 on this turn. Is taking the monkey for the coconut halves worth it? It'll give me a very big influx of cash. Each of these coconut halves is currently giving me 8 per turn. So the monkey will give me, for a coconut half, it'll give me 8 by 6 is 48. I think it is probably worth it. Not entirely sure though, that might be the wrong decision. Stuff like peach is probably worth taking, because that will end up giving me 8 per turn and won't be eaten by the monkey. Let's remove a kind. We have a lot of removals for some reason. Okay, the dove is growing, stopping the coconut from eating stopping the monkey from eating the coconuts. Take some stuff for the diver there. Let's get rid of probably this 3-sided dice. 130 on that turn, that's fine. Let's reroll for wealthy capsules, fine with the dove. 170 on that turn. I wondered, did the monkey eat something on the last turn? Is that why we got so much money? Let's skip this. And we made the 375 rent payment with 554 left over. 450 due in 8 spins. I'll take an essence capsule. I'll take Wiggly Dwarf. Doesn't really matter, we've pretty much already won this one. 260 on that turn. Take a tedium capsule. We don't want a second monkey, let's take a buffing capsule. Let's reroll here for... No, we can't take a billionaire. Okay, let's take a time capsule, should be good for us. Got another kind of capsule. Void Stone, just growing the dove. As you can see, it's up to giving 22 kinds per turn at the moment. Such a fast grower when you consider the diver is on +6. So the diver gives, I think, 8 kinds. Yeah, it starts off at 2. Now I haven't really been growing the diver, but still the dove grows so fast. We made the 450 rent payment with 1,196 left over. We could take another very big symbol bomb, sure, why not? And cardboard box essence, pretty good. Let's take bowling ball versus coffee. I think coffee is worth more, and orange is worth 8 per turn, so we might as well take it. We can take grave robber, and then we can remove hooligan. We could pick up a wine. Don't really need to though. Let's take a coconut half for the monkey. Let's take a white fruit. Medium capsule would have worked there as well. Actually, white fruit gives, so this should give 4 times 8, 32 when destroyed. Keep an eye on it. And the dove is stopping it from being destroyed there. I'll take another peach. Midas bomb is entertaining, not great. Although I can't remove the dove, as we found out on the last turn. But I'm going to skip it. Let's take an orange, I guess, over a peach. There's no real difference. Let's take another white stone. Take an essence capsule. And what are we at? 19 symbols. I'll take a bubble. And we made the 575 rent payment with 1,804 left over. 650 due in 9 spins. Let's take golden carrot essence. If we can get the pair, I think it's worth trying to grow the pair. I'll take Pizza the Cat. We have 4 cats. So let's take Pizza the Cat. Let's take a reroll capsule and remove one of these bears, I think. Oh, it should have been Hooligan actually. That's okay. Let's reroll 4. Reroll 4, reroll. We don't need any removals from the diver. Let's take a farmer for the pair. Is better than a lucky capsule because that's basically what we'd want from a lucky capsule. Let's take another pair. And remove the Hooligan this time around. Let's pick up a wildcard. Pretty decent. This pair is going to be pretty big. I'll take a, doesn't really matter, hustling capsule I guess. This is our very rare Highlander, Midas Bomb, or another wildcard is fine. Okay, let's start. Get rid of the other bear and get rid of probably the ninja and the mouse, to be honest. I know I have ninja and mouse, but that's still not great. We have the pairs and we have the farmers. That's our scaling there. That's all we need. Like a buffing capsule. And we paid the 650 rent payment with 2,439 left over. Let's take another popsicle essence and let's take X-ray machine essence. Another farmer's great. I guess we'll take coffee. What are we on? 21 symbols. These will eventually remove themselves, hopefully. Take a lucky capsule. We don't particularly need another diver. I'll take an item capsule instead. Take an essence capsule. And another item capsule. Okay, there goes the mega chest, and it got hit by a silver arrow for massive 300. That's pretty decent. Can't complain about that. Yeah, this should give 32. It does indeed. White fruit gives 32 when it gets destroyed. Do I want a target? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's take a lucky capsule. And an apple is worth 12 per turn, so it's worth taking. Though these doves are definitely where we're going to get the money fairly soon. Take a time capsule. What are we on as far as symbol wise? 21. Time to remove. The cherry is only worth 4. Actually, probably one of these cats. Let's remove one of the cats. There's a few items you can get that require 3 cats, so I'll keep 3, but don't need 4. Made the 700 rent payment with 5,349 left over. Let's take 9 pepper essence, I guess. Let's reroll here for another farmer's great. Let's take checkered flag, it doesn't really matter. 21 symbols. Let's get rid of, is it time to get rid of the monkey? Nope, it's cherry. Might be time to get rid of the diver soon, but another wildcard, sure. Over 1,000 on that spin. Let's skip these. 100 just from one of these pairs. Just from landing next to a farmer. Let's take a golden arrow, of course, and 21 symbols. Probably should be the diver, but kind of like him, he was pretty early on, so we'll keep him. I'll keep the monkey, but I'm going to say, yeah, the diver is probably the worst. But I'll start clearing out these oranges and peaches. They're only giving us 8. 700 on that turn. Let's take a void stone. A buffing capsule might have been better. There's an amethyst. Not on this run. This is the pair run. Let's take a lucky capsule. And another farmer is fantastic. Means it's time to clear out one of these oranges. Actually, we need to clear something else out as well. A second orange. And this is it. This is our 777 rent payment with 13,631 due, which is quite strong. And this definitely wins endless mode with 2 pairs. Let us It's actually a bit of a long 20 minutes. Get to endless mode, and with a run this strong, probably shouldn't have taken so long. Kind of dawdled a little bit. Let's play one more, just the 1000 red payment. See how we get on. Let's get a Grey Pepper Essence. We'll take Bowling Ball Essence. We don't want Mrs. Fruit, I don't think. Skip. Devil's Deal, sure, why not? Okay, we'll take an Essence Capsule. 1000 on that spin, so we're getting more. 2100 on that spin, so we're getting more on a spin than rent, which is generally how I define having one endless mode. And with these two scalers, and every time you add +1 to the pair, it's actually +4, which is so strong. Let's skip this, could have taken a time capsule there. Let's skip this as well. And don't need any of these. I'll take a Void Stone. And a Tedium Capsule, I guess. And we made the 1000 red payment with 29,000 left over, so a very, very strong run. I'm going to leave it there. We didn't manage to find the Exhausted Developer item, but it is a very rare item, so I expect it might take a while. But very strong run, very, very strong. Once we get this, once we got, what was it, Popsicle Essence and Fruit Basket Essence, we just went all in and took all of the fruits, and that made for an easy win. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, as always, give it a like and subscribe for more content like this every day. Until tomorrow, guys, take care of yourselves and cheers for now.